Hello Alec. I recently play a hand at non-limit $1,000 in my local casino. This hand has been bothering me so much, and I would really like a second opinion on my play and the hand. The table was 10-handed. The relevant stacks were $2,000 for the straddler and $1,400 for the under the gun +2. I was under the gun +4 with a stack around $4,000. The straddler was an unknown player who I hadn't played before, and the under the gun +2 was a fish. After the $20 straddle, under the gun +2 limps, and I make it 90 with king of spades queen of clubs. It folded to straddle who snap calls. Under the gun +2 calls as well, and we go three-way to the flop. I isolate pre-flop since the fish's limping range is very weak, and king-queen plays very well post-flop. At the same time I want to isolate the fish and play the hand in position.
To the flop.
The flop comes with queen 5 of spades 9 of hearts. It checked to me, and I bet 210. Straddler snap calls and the under the gun +2 folds. I bet here for value, since there is a lot of worse hands in both players' ranges that can call. At the same time I don't want to give free cards if the fish or straddle should have something like 10-8 suited, which I know is in the fish's range. Turn is 2 of diamonds. Straddle checks and I bet $400. My thoughts. I'm heads up against the straddle and my plan is to go for 3 streets of value on blank rivers. It's live poker and people generally are not good at balancing their ranges, and will call down too light. I do this well knowing that he could be playing AQ the same way, which I will probably bust against, but thinking there are enough worse hands in his range that he can call with. This was my plan. Straddle instant ships for around $1,800. I tank for a long time and fold. He shows me king 9 off for second pair. When he decides to go all in faster than anyone I ever seen before, I'm very confused. Knowing nothing about the player, this is a difficult spot for me. I first think that a lot of people would have sets and queen 9 in their range on the flop, especially since the flop contains both straight and flush draws. The problem was in my head. I would be very far behind. At the same time I had the king of spades in my hand, which is a very relevant card since it blocks a lot of his draws, which he might do this with. I started thinking about my own range, and thinking about which hands I could bet call out not to get exploited. I thought that king-queen was at the bottom of my 3 streets for value range, and that I would possibly call ace-queen plus and not get exploited. What do you think about my thoughts, and what are your thoughts about the hand? Thanks so much for an awesome job on your channel. Johan.